Hello all my beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fabulous day. Here it's a little rainy and dreary, but hey, we're making the best of it. Today we are going to be talking about the Teen Mom OG explosive reunion between Maci, Bookout, and the Edwards family. And most importantly, what does all of this drama mean for the future of Teen Mom OG and the next season to come? Here recently, Maci has been putting some pretty shady tweets over on her Twitter, and a lot of people have been speculating that this is due to an episode that just passed where Ryan and Mackenzie actually called Maci not only petty, but also the evil B word. Now, in my personal opinion, you guys, I believe this shows more pettiness on Ryan and Mackenzie's side than anything, that they would not only talk about Maci this way, but to do so in such a public manner, that shows pettiness to another level, in my opinion. With all that being said, though, the Ashley Roundup just confirmed that there was way more going on than what meets the eye, and there's a way bigger reason why Maci has been so upset. A lot of Teen Mom OG fans may not have realized that this past week, Maci and her family plus the Edwards were actually filming the season 9 reunion. And apparently during the reunion, there was a huge explosive argument between the McKinneys and the Edwards that eventually ended with the Edwards storming off the set. Now, the taping of Maci's reunion actually took place in Tennessee this year due to COVID-19 restrictions. And at first, MTV wanted Mackenzie and Ryan to square off in person on set with Maci and Taylor. But Ryan refused to do this. He just was like, we ain't gonna do that. They then tried to get Mackenzie to go out solo and speak with Maci, but she also declined. So as you could tell, there was already so much tension in the room, and because of this, MTV did have a little bit of trouble trying to figure out the best way to film. But then Jen and Larry came to the rescue and agreed to sit down with Maci and Taylor to do the reunion. This is when we had this huge explosive drama, and MTV production said that you could literally cut the tension with a knife. A source told the Ashley Roundup that Jen was really concerned how distant and angry Maci was acting, and she kept asking Maci what was wrong, but Maci would just keep giving her very vague answers and was making it very clear that she was upset, but would not tell them why. But the peak of all of this is when Taylor, Maci's husband, exploded on Jen and Larry and told him exactly what he thought of Ryan. Not only did he call him a POS, you guys, but he also said that he believed Ryan should be way more like him and be more a part of Bentley's life. Now, of course, being Ryan's parents, Larry and Jen did get pretty upset, and this is when it really exploded, you guys. They went back and forth for quite some time, yelling at each other, and then finally Taylor got up and actually asked Larry if he wanted to take this outside. According to this source, though, nothing did get physical, which is thank God, right? But MTV Productions did have to step in at that point, and it was on that night that Maci started putting messages out on Instagram and Twitter and tweeting all this stuff to Ryan and Mackenzie after watching the episode of Teen Mom OG that was airing. So it was definitely a mixture of things at that point, you guys. She was already really upset due to the reunion and everything that happened there, and then she sees this and sees them calling her petty and calling her an evil B word and just all of this stuff. In my opinion, Maci had every right to say the things that she said. I will pop them up here so you guys can see. She put this one over on her Instagram saying, if you are willing to look at another person's behavior towards you as a reflection of the state of their relationship with themselves rather than a statement about your value as a person, then you will, over a period of time, cease to react at all. Then over on her Twitter, she did insinuate that Ryan and Mackenzie don't even actually know what the word petty means. She says, I really wanted to post some petty comments, but I'll wait until they can tell me the definition of petty without Googling it and reading it aloud. Now, the Edwards family have yet to respond to Maci's very petty tweets, you guys, but Mackenzie did respond to some negative comments on her Instagram. When she was asked why she doesn't speak out more on camera about the Maci situation, she told the fan, why would I say anything on camera? Nobody's gonna like what I have to say, so I might as well keep quiet. Also, after talking about one topic topic for over 4 years now. How many different opinions can one have? She also clapped back at someone who said that she doesn't really seem to want Ryan and Bentley to have a relationship or for them to go to therapy to work out their issues. She said, "I'm sorry, but I do encourage that 100%. I think it's incredible for them and their relationship." All of this has taken a huge toll on everyone involved, but in particularly Maci and her family. Maci has actually told Teen Mom OG if this is the only thing they're going to be talking about and they cannot showcase her and her family more instead of all this drama with the Edwards, then she no longer even wants to film, you guys. And because of all of this, MTV and Teen Mom Productions have decided to let the Edwards go for the time being. In a situation like this, MTV and Teen Mom Productions have no choice but to choose the lesser of the two evils. I mean, think about it, you guys. If Maci and her family decide that they don't want to film, then there is absolutely no reason to even be filming the Edwards. There is no story and there's no show without Maci and her family. So of course, in this situation, they're going to choose Maci and her family over the Edwards. On the flip side of this, though, the Edwards family is pretty upset as well because in their eyes, they should be able to film full-time or not at all. They're not going to sit idly by waiting for MTV to pull them in whenever. So they have decided to walk away from the show. Larry did speak out to The Sun and he told them that they had been let go by MTV and Teen Mom Productions. He said that Maci was really upset with all of them and that the Teen Mom reunion did get out of hand. The conversation should not have went as far as it did. I'm going to be honest with you guys though. I'm really not surprised by all of this. I'm surprised the Edwards family actually lasted as long as they have. Ryan is not that big of a part of Bentley's life really. And no matter how hard Maci has tried throughout the years, it's really been a touch and go situation with Ryan. Now, when it comes to the grandparents, it is a little bittersweet because Jen and Larry are a huge part of Maci and her family's story. And it's definitely bittersweet because once upon a time, Jen and Larry and Maci were extremely close. I mean, Jen and Larry actually even came to Taylor and Maci's wedding back in 2016. And there has been times throughout the different seasons where Jen and Larry actually watched Maci and Taylor's other kids as well. So it's sad to see this relationship falling apart. They've always kind of been family, even without Ryan in the picture. So that's the saddest part of all of this. At the end of the day, though, I do understand where Maci is coming from as well. There is so much more going on in her and her family's life than all of this drama with the Edwards family. And for the past 4 or 5 years, honestly, forever on the show, that has been the dynamic that MTV and Teen Mom have shown is all the drama with her baby daddy and his family. So I can understand why that would be frustrating after dealing with it for so long. None of the positive things from their life ever really get showcased. So I understand why she would give MTV and Teen Mom an ultimatum that way. And, you know, kudos to her for standing up and saying, look, there's more to me and my family's life than just this. And if you can't showcase on that, I'm out. So that is it for this video, you guys. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you believe that this truly is the end for the Edwards family, or do you think that they will be back in future seasons? Also, if you're not already, please consider subscribing to my channel and tapping the bell for post notification. I appreciate every single one of you to the moon and stars. And until the next time, mwah, bye.